What's good, fight fans? Yeah, man, 2018 is just looking prettier and prettier. Every time they make an announcement, it looks better and better. So I came across the article that is stating that Terence Crawford is going to be the mandatory for the WBO welterweight belt. So him him and Jeff Horn has to come up with some type of date or arrangement or contract within 90 days after. um I don't even remember when this fight is, but I know Horn is supposed to be fighting later on this year, sometime before the year is up. So basically that's saying within March, by the end of March, we should know exactly when the date is that this fight is going to take place. And a round of applause. A round of applause to 2018, man. It's so much stuff being set into motion this year, and it's been a long time coming. 2018 is going to be grand. It's going to be a great year. I've been saying this. Um, but for this fight, Jeff Horn is not going to be able to do what he did to Pacquiao. I know that, this is a step up for Terence Crawford, and Jeff Horn isn't small when it comes to welterweights. Like, he's not a Sean Porter size as far as the height and how broad his shoulders is and whatnot. Jeff Horn isn't a small welterweight. Okay, so the size difference is going to be there. I can't wait to see how Terence Crawford looks in this fight. I can't wait to see if his power holds over, carries over to the weight class, and his speed as well. I can't wait to see this fight. I think Jeff Horn is going to he's going to need to fight a lot different if he wants to win or even compete in the ring with Terence Crawford. And like, as far as throwing them punches, he was throwing punches off of any leg, any foot, just leading with uppercuts. He was doing all types of stuff in the Pacquiao fight, doing them drive-by rights and drive-by, jabs and whatnot. He's not going to be able. All of that stuff's not going to fly. I predict to see a brand new Jeff Horn when he steps in the ring with Terence Crawford. If he wins the fight that he's supposed to be having with, I don't even remember the guy's name, Kokorna or whatever. I never heard of the guy that Jeff Horn is fighting. I think 80% of fans haven't heard of this guy that Jeff Horn is fighting. But seeing that if he does win, this fight is going to have to happen. He is the mandatory for Jeff Horn, and Jeff Horn can't run from him because Bob Earn, the top rank, they're all under the same promotion, the promoter. So this is something that's going to happen. Win is just what we're waiting on. But another thing about this fight, that Terence Crawford is going to have to do a lot of boxing in this fight. Like, I don't think it's going to be a good idea to sit and trade with Jeff Horn just because he's the bigger fighter. But at the same time, when you look at Terence Crawford's speed, if he was to sit there and trade with Jeff Horn, as long as his defense is good, I think he could hit Jeff Horn 4 times before Jeff Horn could hit him once, just because the speed is there. His reach is there. I think he's going to be a good contender for the welterweight division. God knows we need somebody that really wants to fight in the welterweight division right now, because all the other top names are really taking their time to fight big fights right now. And it's very frustrating for all the fans that's, really big on the welterweight division, But real talk, I see Terence Crawford beating Jeff Horn. I see him winning. I don't know if he's going to stop him. That's yet to be seen. But a lot is going to show after this fight. We're going to know a lot more about Terence Crawford at 147. We know about him at 140, but at 147, we're really going to know about him after this fight. But who is he going to fight? That's the question. Who, after Terence Crawford gets this WBO, who is he going to be looking at? I know for sure he's going to be gunning for Keith Thurman. He's going to look for that quick Keith Thurman fight because he sees that he can beat Keith Thurman, and from beating Keith Thurman, he'll have 3 belts. The only belt he will not have is the IBF belt, which is currently with Earl Spence Jr. But I honestly want to see him fight Danny Garcia. Don't y'all want to see that shit? I mean, I say that for a few reasons, but one of the main reasons is that they was beefing, weren't they? Like, I'm not even going to sit here and recall all the things that they were saying back and forth with each other. And they wasn't even in the same weight class. This has been going on for well over a year that they've been going back and forth. Or has it been well over a year? I know it's been a while that they've been going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff has died down. But at the same time, I mean, right now, I know the last interview that I seen with Danny Garcia, when he was asked about Terence Crawford, is that he was throwing some shade. Like the brim was long. The shade that he was throwing about, Terence Crawford being protected, and Terence Crawford not deserving basically to be on the pound for pound list. Like he was saying that, Danny Garcia was saying, I never was, been on the pound for pound list, and I was fighting at 140 and this, that, and the third. But the bottom line is, Danny Garcia, were you undisputed champion at 140? If so, I've missed that shit. When did that happen? You wasn't undisputed champion at 140. You don't fight like Terence Crawford. So therefore, you have no reason for you to hate on Terence Crawford. You don't fight like him. And one way to put all of this to rest and to see who's best once and for all is to get in the ring with Bud. Get in the ring with that man. All right. Everybody knows you want Keith Thurman so bad. Everybody knows you want him bad. I'm letting you know right now. I can speak for Keith Thurman, and I'm really not. He's not my. That's not like my number one fighter or nothing like that. I can speak for Keith Thurman. I know a couple fans would back me up in saying this. If you, Danny Garcia, if you go fight Terence Crawford and take that WBO belt that he will be getting after he beats Jeff Horn, I guarantee you that Keith Thurman will give you a rematch. I guarantee you, if you get that WBO belt, Keith Thurman will give you that rematch. Probably within the same damn year. Within the same 12 months, you will have your rematch. I guarantee it, Danny Garcia. I guarantee it. But let me know in the comments who y'all want to see Terence Crawford fight, because I know y'all know he's going to get that WBO strap. Let me know in the comments. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.